Whew. Hello, hello. Back with another video. Um, another space, another dimension, another level, another plateau, um, another energy recognized, some more lessons learned. Like the Lord always says, in all thy getting, get an understanding. And sometimes the understanding that we have to receive and we have to process in order for us to gain it, it requires us to be stretched and it requires us to be pulled and put into some extremes and you go through your situations and as a result, after weathering the storm, like they say, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. And you come out on that other end, and able to look back in hindsight and retrospect in 2020 and being able to pull the lessons from. Um, these are a few of those lessons that have been put onto me on this go around. And one of the main ones was not putting off till tomorrow what I need to handle and take care of today, because of what it allows to happen and what it doesn't allow to happen. Um, that procrastinating is not your friend. um, when I was in high school, it was like, okay, I could put off this paper or this project until the morning of the night after and still wake up in enough time, or do it all in that night, and still be able to get my grade and not be able to trip off of it. And because I was still getting my grade, I wasn't tripping off of it. But there's a different type of situation. There's a different ball game, and like the Lord says, and like the Scripture says, when I was a child, I acted and I thought like a child. But now that I'm a man, I have to put those childish things away, and I have to act like a man and think like a man. And procrastination is a childish act. And in this quest of growing up and being a man, that has no place. And because doing so, it can cause me to miss out on many opportunities, things that I don't even know are being set up or being situated, and happening and being orchestrated, because there's always somebody watching, there's always somebody listening. And I can't afford to miss this train. This life that is so precious, and is so vital. Um, Opportunities are slim to none, and so when they present themselves, you have to be ready, and it can't be, oh, I gotta get ready. No, it's like Sugar Free say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So not procrastinating, being diligent, being thorough in the work, maximizing on my efforts and my endeavors, and taking the time to really apply myself to the process. Because like I said, doing so can result in delayed growth and development for myself, missed opportunities, um, and yeah, that's not what it can be. And if I want more, I have to do more. If I want more, I have to do more. I have to be more, and I have to literally live that. It's not just gonna come up to me with a big red bow and be dropped off at the doorstep. It takes getting up and going out and being active and being proactive, and application and consistency. Application and consistency. Applying myself to the process. And like I said, there's always somebody watching. There's always somebody listening, and you never know. And people recognize energy and the effort and the work. And like something my mom always tells me, people don't mind helping others who are willing to help themselves. So once you put yourself in a position to receive, and you're being true to the process, and you get your sea legs up under you, and somebody sees the efforts and the genuine hard work, they say, okay, you know what, this young man or this young lady is serious about their endeavors, and then they're willing to extend that hand because they see that it's something that you're dedicated and you're passionate to. It's not just something that's fly by night or something like that, but you're actually applying yourself, and that you're making an effort, and making an effort goes a long way in this life, for real. So definitely can't be lazy, and just got to take care of business. Pleasure is gonna have its time, but um, sacrifice for success, business before pleasure, and everything is gonna pan out. Everything is panning out, and like I said, as long as I know that as long as I stay true to the process, and as long as I stay committed, and I continue to do everything that I know I need to take care of, and everything that the Lord drops in my spirit to handle, He'll stay faithful and He'll stay true, and He'll continue to provide for me like He has on so many countless occasions before, and He'll continue to bring to fruition everything that He's allowed me to see and His visions, and I believe that. And then another lesson and gem that the Lord has dropped on me this go around is teaching me to learn to mind my own business, and it's very important because not getting involved with things that don't involve me a is beneficial on so many levels. It keeps me from adding more onto my plate that wasn't even meant for me or intended for me in the first place, and it stops me from getting involved in potentially blocking somebody's opportunity to learn and grow, for them learning through their own experiences, and for them turning their walls into speed bumps. And all, like if I interject into myself, or if I interject into the situation, I could potentially complicate the situation even more. If somebody brings something to me that's different, then I'll pray about it. I'll ask the Lord for guidance, and let the situation play out in that regard. As so be it. But going and personally interjecting myself into a situation, I can't do that. I have to let things play out. Whatever's going to play out, take care of what's for me, and don't worry about anything else. I have to allow the situations to develop, and allow people to have their opportunity to build and grow on their own terms. And yeah, I can't do that. Learning to mind my own business, and along with not putting off until tomorrow what I need to take care of today, and the minding my own business, definitely fell in line with removing excuses, from the standpoint of understanding the ebb and the flow of life, and understanding that when I'm up, I need to store and put away for the rainy days, and also need to acquire whatever I need to acquire in those times, so that when the times do become leaner, I'm still able to function and maintain and work and progress at a level that I'm still needing to be at. And it's not impeded, or it's not affected, and everything is still being able to take care of. Part of that is, making sure that I have those multiple outlets, so that, like I said, when things do become lean, particularly and possibly in one area or a couple of the areas, I still have those multiple areas still available to me to be able to maintain and take care of and provide. And that's definitely important. But like I said, definitely removing those excuses so that I can continue to turn my dreams into a reality, and just be able to continue to flow unimpeded. And just like I said, like the Lord always says, as long as I continue to take care of what I need to take care of, He'll continue to take care of me and provide and he's been faithful to that, and he's definitely shown that. And but that's, like I said, as long as I take care of what I need to take care of, and that's that last major um, marker that he was dropping in my spirit was along the lines of self discipline and accountability. It's like I was saying, you know, when I was a child, I thought like a child, acted like a child. Now that I'm a man, put those childish things away. I have to think like a man and act like a man. And that self-discipline, nobody's going to hold my hand. Nobody's going to hold me personally accountable for my actions, for my life. I have to do it myself. I have to be my own boss in essence. And I have to hold myself accountable. I have to make sure that I'm on my P's and Q's, that I'm taking care of my business, that everything is being tended to. Um, and I have to get that done. There can't be the procrastination. It can't be putting off until tomorrow what needs to be done today. It's like literally in that moment, think about it. What do I need to do? Okay, this is what I need to take care of. Boom, let me take care of. Making sure that I have my list or my goals and whatever is on that list, whatever's on that checklist, whatever needs to be taken care of. Um, Obviously, giving room for the flow and the beat, because I was like, like the Lord, like I said, is if you want to make the Lord laugh, tell the Lord what your plans are, and then He'll go ahead and He'll allow life to throw you a couple curveballs. But as long as I continue to take care of what I need to take care of, as long as I'm due diligent and staying true to the process, and having that application and that consistency, and I'm sacrificing for the success, and all those different things, the flow and the be, and being mindful, and not not being fearful of situations, or not allowing whatever is transpiring at the moment to be too much, or to feel like it's too much, but understanding that that wall is a speed bump, and being able to persevere and overcome. And also understanding that when it's high, not getting too high, but understanding that taking everything with a grain of salt, and keeping that ebb and that flow and that balance of life, and being mindful and managing resources and assets, and making sure that when I'm up to take care of whatever I can take care of, and to put away even the more in preparation for those rainy days, so that when those rainy days come, there's no distraction, there's no disruption of flow of the process. Everything could just keep on flowing and keep on ticking. And it's interesting. I was watching an interview that Puff Daddy was doing today, and that is a businessman for real. And I got to get my Puff Daddy grind on for real in that regard, as far as handling my business. Like he had his boys with him, and that it was just a testament to being able to manage that home life, in addition to being able to manage the business life, and on multiple platforms, and in multiple facets, and being able to still be vibrant, and enjoying life and having fun, and in that regard. But that's that self-discipline, and that's that self-accountability, because you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself to a certain standard. You have to visualize it and see it and do it, and that's what this is. That's what this is, and that's what this process is. And it's still yet forming and still growing. But now that I know, and I know that I know, and I'm voicing it. It's one thing to think something, but to actually voice it, and say it out loud, and say, like, no, there's no excuses. So removing excuses, self-discipline and accountability, learning to mind my business, and not putting off until tomorrow what I need to take care of today. Application and consistency, sacrifice for success, that flow and that be, and living this life, not letting life live me, having fun, understanding the ebb and the flow of life, understanding that it's highs and it's lows, and its comings and goings, and everything happens for a reason. And as long as I'll continue to take care of what the Lord needs me to take care of, He'll continue to take care of the rest. Yeah. Appreciate you.